Thanks for tuning in. You know, it's Jim here with Freedom Music Factory, and I write and produce music here in Kansas City, my hometown. I've been doing it for almost 18 years. I haven't released a lot of it, but I've decided that I'm going to do drum covers of all my songs. And I just released the new one, Good Morning Jesus, so make sure you like and subscribe and check out that video too. We'll put a link of it here in this video so you'll be able to see it later. But anyway, Good Morning Jesus is my drum cover. And some of you have asked what drums I played. So you guys asked me to kind of share with you what's going on here as far as the drum kits go and my cymbal selections and heads. So I'm going to take a few minutes and run down my setup here for my song Good Morning Jesus. Now this is a Gretsch USA Maple Custom kit. And I bought this from Wes at Explorers Percussion. And these are all the Jasper shells. So the drummers, you know, the Jasper shells are the harder ones to come by as Gretsch quit making Jasper shells. Jasper shells. That's tough to say. Go ahead and try it 3 times. But anyway, yes, these are the Jasper shells from Gretsch. And so we like them a lot. And so the sizes are, we got 10 up here, 12, 13. And I like the 14-inch floor tom. And then 16 and 18-inch floor toms over here. And this is a 24 bass right here. And next to it on my right, you'll see we've got the other 2 bass drums. We got the 20 and the 22 there. So we have the whole line. And that's kind of the way I like to do things. I like to mix things up and have some options. Sometimes I play a smaller kit. But on this one, I broke out, 3 up, 3 down. I'm a big fan of, doing the left floor tom like Dave Weckl kind of brought to the drumming community. I'm a big fan of that. And so anyway, those are my drums. I'm pretty much a Remo guy as far as drum heads go, so we're using white coated ambassadors on all the drums here, and then we got clear ambassadors underneath, so that's cool. Okay, so as I said, I got these drums from Wes at Explorers Percussion, and I wanted to show you something really special. These are the USA Maple Customs drums, and you know what happened? One day Fred Gretsch was in the city signing stuff, and Wes called me up and said, "Hey Jim, Fred Gretsch is here and he's signing anything if you want to bring it in." So I loaded up all the drums in the whole line, and I took all the heads off and he signed every single drum. So you have to take my word for it. I'm not going to show you every single drum, but there it is right there. So that is so cool. And so anyway, I'll just give you a little hit over here. I want to show you these 2 new ones over here. Maybe you can get a picture of these. Aren't these little cute things? These are, I just picked these up, so these aren't Jasper, yes they are Jasper shells, but I think these are made out of rosewood, and I just picked these up. A drum artist who had passed away had those, and they were in Nashville, and they just were selling these 2 drums, kind of custom made, 6-inch, 8-inch, double-headed. When have you ever seen that? And so I just picked those up. And here's the rest of the drum kit. Now this I didn't record. I probably wouldn't record these right here. I'm still kind of figuring out how I'm gonna use these and actually what kind of stand I'm gonna use. If you guys remember the 80s, any of you with me from the 80s, how we had those big old boom stands for like our toms and cymbals with a big weight on the back. Tama made a 6904 big old boom stand. I need something like that for these Gretsch toms, I think, because they're here to my left, but they're kind of hard to access, so I'm going to be figuring that out. If you guys got any leads, let me know in the comments. I'm looking for a good boom tom stand. I'd like to put these up here kind of like that. So anyway, I'm going to rock it kind of like Taylor Hawkins or Neil Peart. But anyway, let me know your ideas on that. I'm looking. The cymbals are all Paiste cymbals, so I'm really pleased with this setup, the 602s. As you all know, Vinny came over to Paiste several years ago and helped formulate the 602s. So these are great. So we've got a 10-inch splash here, which is cool. I think I hit it once in the song. And then we've got the 602 16-inch crash. Then I threw in here an 18-inch fast crash, and that's a signature line. And then we've got the 22-inch China, which is something beautiful, which Vinny signed for me. I've been very fortunate to meet him a few times, so that's great. And then we got the 22-inch ride cymbal. This is Vinny's signature ride cymbal made by Paiste. So there that is, the Modern Essentials. And then we have a thin crash, a 20-inch thin crash, an 18-inch crash, and then a 20-inch ride that crashes real well. So I'm a big fan of the Paiste cymbals. I like my ride cymbals to be crashable. You know, when I grew up in the 70s and 80s, you didn't really crash a lot of cymbals as you played the bell and you played, you know, the cymbal itself, and you didn't really crash on those cymbals. But I like all my big cymbals to be crashable now. So these are great. And so anyway, that's kind of my rundown for Good Morning Jesus. On the set, I've got a Gretsch, one of the snare drums, one of my favorite snare drums. This is a Gretsch 6.5 by 14, and this is a copy of the same specs of the Tama bell brass snare. So we got the Gretsch, they followed the same shell casting, the same weight, tried to get the same lug design and weight, so they made it right to the specs of the Tama. And that's a special drum. So we tracked that on this song. So tune in and let me know what you guys think. Let me know how you like my song, Good Morning Jesus. This is the drums we used on the drum cover. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you on the next song. Check out my channel at Freedom Music Factory for more fun stuff. Bye-bye.